Sup guys, Zanderson 977 here today to do Zankyou no Terror episode 2 review. So yes, this is my first Zankyou no Terror, which is also Terror in Resonance. This is my first anime episode review for this episode, for this series I should say. So I'll be doing those series review on this channel. Now I start off with episode 2 because episode 1 came out and I didn't get to do the review for that, so 2 is the most recent episode, so I'll start doing my review based on the latest episode at this point. So okay, episode 2. Now we at the end of the first episode, it ended off with Lisa meeting 9 and 12, actually being rescued by them. They called her on the phone and asked her if she wanted to be a part of their group or would she rather die. She chose, she didn't literally say that I want to be a part of the group, but she chose not to die. Given the only two alternatives that they gave her, that meant that she was now an accomplice. So it seems that these guys are not as heartless as they appear to be in regards to these bombs. That in regards to what you would normally think a terrorist bomber would be like. You normally think that they would be cold, merciless. That they'll just have no qualms of killing people. But for some reason, as hinted in their past, that Lisa reminded them somehow of their past, so that could be a reason why they decided to keep her around. Who knows? But they spared her, and even though she's not necessarily a part of their group, even though in this episode when they were getting ready to dispatch another bomb, they were working together, making the circuitry, putting the bomb together and all that. She wasn't there with them making that happen. But at the same time, they call her an accomplice because she knows about their activities and she has the power to reveal that to the authorities. But they actually, in sparing her, they are controlling her with fear at the same time. Fear that if she does go to the authorities, then they will threaten to kill her. So it is what it is. But in my opinion, that's just a bluff, because if they really wanted to be done with her, if they really wanted to be done with her in the first place, they should have just gotten rid of her back in the first episode when they decided to blow up that building. So in regards to the two guys, 9 and 12, 12 seems like the older one as suggested by his number 12, and 9 seems like like a bit younger. 12 is more composed, cool, calm, collected. Lisa refers to him as having ice cold eyes, while with 9 she refers to him as having smiles that are like the sunshine, so to speak. So those are the two different personalities that they share, and they work together as a group in, for some reason, wanting to bring about these bombs, wanting to send a message. Obviously they do want to send a message, and they have their own agenda. What in the future we'll eventually get to see what happens. We'll eventually probably get to see more of their past. We'll probably get to see more of their backstory. But there's also one other guy I would like to mention, which is the detective that figured out the riddle of their Oedipus complex riddle that they gave. He figured it out right before the bomb went off, so it wasn't fast enough in time for them to stop that bomb from going off, but he still got the answer right. So this detective guy named Shibaki or something like that, he was formerly a detective, but it seems that he's now a teacher, and for some reason he left that detective work. But now, since he did get the riddle right and he informed the police head of all that, he let him know that they in fact had the riddle wrong, that the riddle was actually centered upon Oedipus himself, and he figured out the right police location for where it will go down. He's pretty smart. So I'm sure that things will get interesting as he comes into the picture as well. These two guys, 9 and 12, they seem to be very intelligent. You know, by the mere fact that they're able to construct these bombs, the timing, you know, their whole planning is almost impeccable. How they work together as a team is impeccable. It's impressive that they even went into a heavily guarded nuclear facility and stole uranium in the first place. You know, that's very impressive. So these guys, they're children, they're teenagers, but they're not ordinary kids, obviously. So they shouldn't be taken lightly. So overall, I thought it was an awesome episode of Zankyou, and I really look forward to watching more episodes of this anime. So that's it. That's my review. Remember to rate, comment, subscribe. Sayonara.